So welcome to NPTI. My name is Chris Williams. I'm the Director of Education. Today we're doing advanced training systems. One of the training systems we're going to do this morning for you guys at home is indeed an AMRAP. As many reps or as many rounds as possible. We're doing a very basic one where you're all using the same implement, which is a kettlebell, as you can clearly see here. And the three exercises of choice are indeed a Romanian deadlift, a high pull, and a horn clean. And the idea is to perform 5 reps of each exercise and then repeat for a designated time frame. For demonstration purposes, we're going to do it for 5 minutes today. So here we go. So the first exercise is going to be a Romanian deadlift. So we can get you in the Romanian deadlift position. Hip hinge, keep the bar close to your body and fully extend like so. Slight degree of knee flexion. That's your Romanian deadlift. The next one is a high pull, which is a prerequisite to a clean. And the last one is a horn clean with the kettlebell, and so you reverse and catch like so into the body. Okay, those will be your 3 exercises. So when the timekeeper is ready, we're going to perform 5 of each. And we're going to keep that continuous as long as we can. If you need to have a little rest in between, by all means do so. Otherwise, we're going to do it continually for 5 minutes. Everybody ready? Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, begin. 5 reps. Count your own reps. Make sure you engage those intrinsic core muscles. Keep your shoulder blades retracted. Breathe out on the way up. So 5 of the Romanian deadlift, 5 high pulls. Make sure you use the triple extension, which is plantar flexion, knee extension, and hip extension. And then from there, we're going to go into the clean, which is just a catch of the kettlebell by reversing your hands like so. And once you've done 5 of each, you can have a short rest. If you don't need a rest, let's continue. That's only taken us about 40 seconds to do. So if you're ready, go into round 2. And that continues for 5 minutes, all right? All good? Perfect. Let's get the high pull directly out under the chin. Make sure you use your ankles a little bit more as you go into the high pull. So you're going to momentarily come up on your toes. Use your calf muscles. Don't stay there too long because you'll lose your balance. Try not to throw it, just rotate the hands under. It's safer that way. There you go. We are 1 minute and 20 deep. We'll try to get the elbows a little bit higher for me. Good catch. Relax the shoulders. And just keep going, keep going, keep going. We're 140 in. Keep count of how many rounds you've done. Superb. From a teaching standpoint, this system is great because all I have to do is teach 3 exercises, demonstrate 3 exercises. Historically, a boot camp, you've got a multitude of different exercises, might be 8 or 10. So you are learning to make your teaching easier. I'm also facilitating a workout to 12 to 14 to 16 individuals here. And I can monitor and give the necessary feedback in accordance with what I see. Because everybody's doing the same exercises, granted it might be at different times, but nonetheless it makes it easier for me to be able to correct, observe and correct. Okay? Nice and steady. We are halfway in. Halfway. Feels a lot longer, doesn't it? Okay, that's because of the continuous nature. So again, we've got total body movement here. We've got lots of metabolic expenditure. Great for calorie expenditure. Great for weight loss, if that's your thing. Okay, as opposed to isolating body parts, we've got the total body moving by 3 different exercises. Nice and steady. Remember, if you need to have a rest, by all means do so. Okay? You're in your last 1 minute and 50 seconds left. Wonderful, wonderful. Nearly there, nearly there. Historically, an AMRAP would probably go anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. depending on the caliber of, indeed, your group. The more advanced groups, they tend to go much more towards the 20-minute time frame. You've got beginners, maybe 5 to 10 minutes would be ideal. Okay? To start with, anyway. Make sure that as that residual fatigue starts to set in, you're cognizant of your technique, please. As you start to get tired cognitively, you start to disengage a bit more. So we don't want to be exercising with our technique that is not facilitating good posture, engaging the intrinsic core muscles, our breathing technique, the kettlebell in terms of distribution from our body needs to be close to our body. Have a rest if you need. Have a rest if you need. You've got your last 40 seconds. Now you can see why you need to write down how many rounds you actually do on the board.
Yeah, I forgot.
Because you've already forgotten. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Nearly there. Last 15 seconds. That's it.
This makes two workouts.
And here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Well done. Have a little rest. Have a rest. Have a rest. Good. So that was a shortened version of an AMRAP. Okay? As many rounds or as many reps as possible. Historically, it's been around for quite a few years, but it is a good system to have in your arsenal in the event that you go to somebody's house, you only have one kettlebell or one dumbbell or one barbell or one slam ball. You can use this with any equipment, okay? You don't have to have a fully fledged gym. It's minimalistic in terms of the equipment, but it's diverse in terms of the exercises that you can do. Of that there is no doubt. The next system that we're going to do is an EMOM, which is every minute on the minute. With this, you have to make sure that your exercise selection is correct in terms of the number of reps that you prescribe. For example, if you said, okay, my first exercise is going to be push-ups, but I'm going to do 30 push-ups. Well, 30 push-ups is going to cut into that minute quite significantly. And I always like to choose at least 3 different exercises to give my client a little bit of diversity and some creativity within that. So what we're going to do is just 2 rounds of this, so it's going to take you 2 minutes, okay? So what I suggest we do is as follows. Every minute on the minute, so we're going to do 10 kettlebell swings, since we've got the kettlebells out. Is that okay? Okay. We're then going to do 10 carry squats or a goblet squat, and then we're going to do 10 push presses overhead. So again, we've got total body movement patterns. Okay, so again, the first exercise is a kettlebell swing. Just to shoulder height, make sure you retract the shoulder blades, depress the shoulder blades so you protect your shoulder. And from here, hip hinge to shoulder height. Your breathing on this is out on the way down. So you come down, breathe out, and that compacts the rectus abdominis a little bit more. So it solidifies, or helps to solidify your vertebral column. From there, the good old kettlebell swing. What's the next exercise I said?
Squat.
You're going to do a squat. So you bring it in here. You get your squat, or however you want to hold the kettlebell. You know the variations. You're going to do 10 of those, and then from there, your final exercise is going to be a push press, because it's easy to transition from here overhead. And then you're going to rest for the remainder of that minute, and I'm going to tell you when to go for your second minute. Is that good? Yeah. All right, so since we're all ready to go, here it is. Let's have a little practice first with the exercises. So we'll make any modifications if we need to. Now remember, with the swing, it is a hip hinge. It is not a squat. So you are here, hinging at the hip, okay, and fully extending the hip on the way out. If you feel it in your lower back, it means that you are hyperextending here. I don't want this, please. I need you to engage, pop the hip right there. Your glutes are contracted, your hip is fully extended. That's the end of your move, okay? So let's have a little practice on the swing first. Nice and relaxed. Remember, I said also retract the shoulder blades, depress the shoulder blades to protect your shoulder. Fully pop that hip as you come up with it. Boom, that's better. Good. A little bit more knee flexion on the way down. That's it. Okay, cool. Next exercise is going to be a variation of a squat. You can do a goblet squat, you can do a horn squat, a carry squat, or a circle squat, whatever your preference is. So if you want to hold the kettlebell in accordance to how your preference is, then we're going to do a squat within your capabilities. Let's just do a couple of squats, ankles, knees, and hips in a straight alignment. Engage those intrinsic core muscles. You breathe in on the way down, you breathe out on the way up. Okay? And the last exercise from there is a push press. Again, your preference for how you want to hold the kettlebell. If you look down here with Christian, he's holding the ball side up. Okay? Thank you, Christian. Ball side up, ball side up.
Flip it
over. You may want to edit this. He's from Canada.
That makes sense.
There we go. From there you go. So dip your legs. No, don't put it down. You're demonstrating for the camera. Hurry up, come on. Dip and push. Dip and push. Good. Dip and push. There you go. That's better. Okay, all good? All right, so those are your 3 exercises. Everybody happy with that? And we're only going to do it for 2 laps. So you go 10, 10, 10. However long that takes you, I'm going to tell you when the next minute is up. When I say go, that means you should have been resting for a period of time. Boom. That's when you hit your second round. We're just going to do it for 2, yeah? Are we all ready? Mm-hmm. All right, so let's approach. Let's approach. The first exercise is your sling. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
And let's begin. Go. So 10 reps of a swing. You count for yourselves. Remember, the sequence on this is to breathe out as you come down. A power breathe. When you finish your 10 reps of that, I want you to transition straight in to your squat. 10 reps of a squat. And then 10 reps of a push press, and then you're going to rest for the more residual of that minute, whatever that might be, mentally individual. You're all going to be finishing at a different time. Good job. That's this side. That took you about 40 seconds to do. So for those of you who finish on that 40 seconds, you got about 20 seconds recovery. There we go. Here's the kicker. The countdown begins. So, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hit it again. Same thing. 10, 10, and 10. Okay, last round for demonstration purposes. Make sure pop your hip, don't flex the knees, bend the knees too much. Hip knees back a little bit. Good. Nice job, nice job. Well done, team. Well done, well done. Beautiful. You have only a little bit of time to go through the 2 minutes or something. You have about 15 seconds left. Do as many as you can. If you haven't finished that round. Nice job. Well done. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. That was just 2 minutes of EMO. As you can clearly see, from a teaching standpoint, here is what I would do. Clearly, doing 10 of each exercise really cuts significantly into the minute. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So as a teacher or an instructor, what I would say is, okay, let's give me the following. Let's give me 8 of each. And I have to read my audience to see, does it give me? For example, John had 5 seconds of recovery after the first round. Clearly, not a lot. So I got to gauge the audience as a whole. I said, okay, let's give me 8. That'll hopefully give you next time at least 15 seconds of recovery. Because the further you get in, or the deeper you get in, the greater residual fatigue you will have, okay?
Thank you for following NPTI Florida, Orlando, Tampa. I'm Pat Sherman. We appreciate you guys following us, subscribing, and liking us. If you want to become a personal trainer looking for a fitness profession heading into the new year, give us a call, 407-772-0057. If you're one of our graduates of 22 years looking to increase your clientele and your income potential, we have a level 2 program, 600 hours, 3 200-hour modules. Give us a call, follow us, guys. Appreciate everything.